But when I felt trapped, that's when doors would open. They said God makes a way, that's how I know I'm chosen. You can throw stones and try to judge me, but God loves me, God loves me. You can chastise and try to treat me ugly, but God loves me, God loves me. You can't be insolent and act like you're above me, but God loves me.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is what can Terence Crawford prove in his fight with Shawn Porter. Now, the fight has been made official. It's taking place on November 20th. It is a done deal. We will see Terence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Shawn Porter. We're going to take a quick video. We're going to watch a quick video before we discuss this, in which Shawn Porter was asked a question about his fight with Terence Crawford. And here's what he had to say.
Terence Crawford says he's excited to beat one of the PBC guys. You're friends with him. We respect Crawford because he's a great fighter. We respect you. What do you think? What do you answer him when he says he's coming to beat a PBC guy?
You know, he's saying what he's supposed to say. You know what I mean? Just like I won't answer a question about strategy. I won't answer a question about what he does well, what he does bad. You know, it depends on what I say. You know what I mean? So he can say he's looking forward to beating a PBC fighter. He can say he's looking forward to getting in the ring with a PBC fighter. But we both know I'm not the PBC fighter he wanted to get in the ring with. And that's not even talking about Errol Spence Jr. So there's that.
We know you've been after this fight for
Hold on, I got him first.
All right, so anyway, you heard what Shawn Porter said. Shawn Porter said that, like, hey, listen, he can say whatever he wants, but we know I'm not the PBC fighter he wanted to get in the ring with, and I'm not saying Earl was either. So it seems like Shawn Porter saying, like, hey, he didn't want this problem, but he got it now. So, and before I turn over to you, Dollar Bill, TC did do an interview on ESPN in which he stated that once the Pacquiao fight couldn't happen, Shawn Porter was the next best option. So that's why he's rolling with Shawn Porter. All right, True Dollar Bill, what's your reaction to what Porter had to say in the question? What can Terence Crawford prove in his fight with Shawn Porter?
What can Terence Crawford prove in this fight with Shawn Porter? He can prove that what we've been saying all along, that he belongs in the conversation with the top welterweights, that he can compete with the top welterweights. We just haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Because the top welterweight's been over there at PBC. But we've been saying that he's nice. He just haven't been able to show it. He's been fighting lightweights. You know what I'm saying? And junior welterweights. You know, but now he get to go in there and show that he can compete with a real solid welterweight. And that's what we've been saying all this time. I don't understand what people do not comprehend and what they do not understand. We know Terence Crawford is dope. We think that he is good. We just saying that we're not gonna give him full credit yet, because he ain't fought one of these full welterweights, these real welterweights. They all over there at PBC. How you gonna give a credit for somebody for beating somebody who they ain't even fight yet? Y'all want us to be like TC beats all of them, and he ain't even getting in the ring with none of them. You know what I'm saying? but now this is the opportunity. You know what I'm saying, for him to get in there and show what he got. So I think that he can pull this off. I think he can win. I think he can beat a lot of the PBC guys. But now he gets a chance to actually prove it. And it's not what you think, it's what you can do, it's what you can prove. You know what I'm saying? So now he gets an opportunity to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So he gets to prove that he's able to stomp with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? and as far as Shawn Porter, what Shawn Porter is saying is, you know, Shawn Porter talking spicy without talking spicy. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? We give Shawn Porter, you know, we joke on him about his suits and stuff like that, but Shawn Porter is no joke. And everybody knows Shawn Porter is no joke, and you know you going to get that work. You might not like the way he fights, but he's going to make sure that you know that you was in the fight. He's going to come forward. He's going to bring that. So just know Shawn Porter's coming, and this is going to be a good fight.
All right. G.
Yeah, I guess I don't have much to add to what Trill was saying, but I guess I'll just say what this proves for TC is he belongs with, you know, the top guys in the welterweight division, right? Because when you kind of think about it, most of the PBC runs the welterweight division, just like Top Rank runs the lightweight division, right? So like you have to go to the place where everyone is at, right? So the fact that he's going after Shawn Porter is a good thing, because when you think about it, Shawn Porter is a common denominator amongst the PBC fighters, right? Like he's fought pretty much all of those guys, right? So if TC could run through Shawn Porter, then it's like, yo, it solidifies TC like he is a definite threat in the welterweight division, you know. And so I think that's what it really proves. And not to mention, to have Shawn Porter under his resume right now is a good look, because it's not like people are calling Shawn Porter washed up or anything. You know, he's still in his prime. He's still doing his thing. So if TC could pull this off, it's not like a Kell Brook past his prime, or what was that dude's name? Cuba. Yeah, how come I forgot homeboy's name?
Oh, Ugas.
Not Ugas. He didn't fight Ugas yet.
Who? You said Cuba. Oh, Gamboa.
Gamboa, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Shawn Porter, who he fought.
Well, no, I'm talking about TC. You know what I mean? Because like, so this will be a person in their prime that TC beats, so then he gets all the credit, you know. So I think that's what it proves, that he actually belongs amongst the best of the best in the division. He already is, to be honest, but it just now is saying, like, you know, it's not Top Rank that's building up your resume. You're actually now fighting somebody who's fought everybody, and we can see how you fare up against them.
All right, TBE.
It's an interesting fight, you know. I see Terence Crawford. This is a solid opponent, and Terence Crawford's actually finally crossing the street. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna fare out, because like every last opponent that TC has doesn't compare to Shawn Porter, and Shawn Porter is a special individual, and he has the skill. He's elite in himself. So for me, for what he can prove is he crossed the street. If he wins, he proves that he took on elite competition, and it's proved that TC is the name to worry about. But that's about it.
Yeah, I got a question though. Is this gonna be pay-per-view?
I believe so. I don't know yet. Here's the deal. I'm gonna start with something that's very interesting to me, cause like I see people talking. Like, I'm not always responding because I'm busy, but you want to talk about keep the same energy. Let's talk about keep the same energy. When Errol Spence fought Shawn Porter, the TC fans were saying Shawn Porter wasn't elite. On this show, when we were saying that Shawn Porter was elite, you can check the comment section. This isn't revisionist history. The TC fans were arguing that Shawn Porter wasn't elite and he can't be elite because he got these losses. Now that TC's fighting them, they're the ones now a victim of the own poison that they spewed, saying, oh, well, y'all better give TC credit for beating Shawn Porter. Well, did you give Errol Spence credit for beating him? You didn't. But now you're telling us we better give TC credit for beating Shawn Porter, because you're anticipating us being as unreasonable to TC as you were to Errol Spence. Well, the great news about us is you don't have to worry about that, because that's not what we do here. We gave Errol Spence credit for beating Shawn Porter, check the tape, and we gave Shawn Porter credit for putting up a good fight against Errol Spence, check the tape, in which we all agreed it was the best Shawn Porter we had ever seen in the ring. Check the tape. Then after that, we proceeded to include Shawn Porter as one of the elite welterweights, because although he has losses, They were all competitive losses. Competitive loss to Earl Spence, a competitive loss to Kell Brook. He has victories in which we thought it was close fights, but should have gone the other way. But again, we're talking about close fights. Shawn Porter has been in the ring with all the top dogs in the division. He's been in the ring with Ugas, been in the ring with Danny Garcia, been in the ring with Keith Thurman. Yeah, been in the ring with Keith Thurman. Another close loss. Been in the ring with Earl Spence, been in the ring with Kell Brook, been in the ring with all these guys. And gave a good account of himself. Nobody dominated Shawn Porter. Nobody. That's why we consider him to be elite. But I heard the same people in the comment section now who try to discredit Earl Spence's victory over Shawn Porter say he wasn't elite because he had L's. Now you want to look at us and say, oh, well, you better give TC credit for him when he beats him. For starters, he has to beat him, one. But two, we were never the ones discrediting Shawn Porter. You were. Keep that in mind. We were never the ones discrediting Shawn Porter. You were. And now you're a victim of your own words. Because based on your own words, if TC beats Shawn Porter, he wouldn't be beating anyone that's elite. But we don't subscribe to that. So naturally, like I said before, if he beats Shawn Porter, he will get credit from me. He will get credit from me. Even if it's a split decision, I will give TC credit for beating Shawn Porter because in my eyes, he would be beating an elite welterweight. Yes, a welterweight who lost to Keith Thurman, to Kell Brook, and who lost to Earl Spence. The guy y'all hate so much, it clogs your vision when it comes to objectivity on this subject. But he put up a good fight with Earl Spence. He gave Earl Spence all he can handle. The best I've ever seen him look. So I don't think he's washed up. I don't think he's shot. I haven't seen anything to indicate to me that Shawn Porter is shot. So if Terence Crawford beats him, even by split decision, he will get credit from me. If he dominates Shawn Porter, if he beats Shawn Porter in a fashion in which Keith Thurman couldn't do it, Kell Brook couldn't do it, and Earl Spence couldn't do it, then he makes a statement. But him simply beating Shawn Porter won't be making a statement because that's been done before. He needs to do it in a more impressive fashion than anyone else has ever done it. Otherwise, he's just one of three. He'll be the fourth one, and there'll be three other guys who've done it. It's not to say it's not an impressive feat, because I do consider Shawn Porter to be elite. But for him to prove something in this fight, he has to do it better than anyone else did. Because y'all are the ones telling me he's this great god. He can beat Sugar Ray Robinson according to y'all. Nobody can beat TC. Remember, y'all were also the ones telling me Shawn Porter wouldn't even take this fight. Run the tape back. Y'all remember that? Oh, Shawn Porter don't want this fight. I had to say, are y'all crazy? You're talking about the dude who fought everybody. Well, I haven't heard Shawn saying he want this fight. Seemed like he want it now, right? Oh, and by the way, who was forced into this fight? Wasn't Shawn Porter. The WBO ordered Terence Crawford to fight Shawn Porter. Remember that. The WBO ordered Terence Crawford and his team to fight Shawn Porter. And since we're on the subject, we did say that Shawn Porter was the A side. We did say that. Now check this out. Typically, when a sanctioning body orders a fight to go to purse bid, the split is 80-20. 80-20, 80% in favor of the champion. In this case, the WBO reviewed the earnings of Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford. The money that they earned in their last few fights, and said that wouldn't be fair to Shawn Porter. So if this fight goes to purse bid, it's 60-40. 60% to the champion, 40% to Shawn Porter, simply because TC was the champion. But y'all told me he makes so much more money than Shawn Porter. See, I'm saying facts. Y'all are going off of pie in the sky figures. So why is it when the WBO reviewed how much money they made for their last fights, TC, the guy y'all told me makes so much more money than Shawn Porter, they said, oh, hell no. 80-20 would be disrespectful to Shawn Porter. He makes too much money. 60-40 because TC's the champion. That's why 60-40. And if Shawn Porter was the champion, it would have been 60 in his direction, 40 in TC's direction. See, all the stuff y'all saying, that house that was built with Play-Doh, that was built on putty, is caving in. Y'all are getting worried because your backs are against the wall. Now y'all are anticipating a bunch of things that's never happened. You're anticipating us not giving TC credit if he beat Shawn Porter when we've been the ones saying Shawn Porter was elite the whole time. Y'all are anticipating us trying to discredit TC when we've been the ones saying things that would give TC credit this whole time. We asked one thing, to see TC show his skills against a welterweight that we considered was elite. He does Shawn Porter like he did Kell Brook. I'm coming in here singing TC's praises. He does Shawn Porter like he did Kavaliauskas. I'm coming in here singing TC's praises. Oh, by the way, y'all told me Kavaliauskas was this dog, and then some 23-year-old kid cooked him. And then where were y'all? Couldn't be found. So that's all we're saying, man. We're asking, I tell you what, there's no way in hell that Virgil Ortiz does what he did to Kavaliauskas to Shawn Porter. No way. That's what we want to see. We want to see TC use these great skills that we see him doing or utilizing against these guys who we pick him to beat from the jump against someone like Shawn Porter. That's all we asked. And I guarantee you, if he beats Shawn Porter, come back and see what we do. Give him nothing but respect. But y'all are worried because y'all put yourself in this corner. Y'all are the ones who did all this downplaying Shawn Porter. And what you're really scared of is, what if Shawn Porter beats your great TC? That's all I got to say about it. He better win, because if he doesn't win, I'm done, my brother.
I think it's frozen.
Is Trill frozen?
And he's on mute.
I said, no, I wasn't. That was my impersonation of the jock riders in the comment section, stuck on silly. That was you know what I'm saying? When it comes to TC, that's what I gotta say. Please check out Venom's new album, Destined for Stardom, on all streaming platforms, and please check out his video right now on YouTube, and also check out Zombie Ray's video tomorrow for facts on YouTube, and tell us what you think in the comments. I know the conversation is going to be fired up. You know what I'm saying? But let us know.
Nobody say anything bad about TC either, bro. Nobody.
You know what? And just let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros, and you know what it is.
When things seem bleak, walk with me. To navigate these streets, walk with me.